Lagos State Vehicle Inspection Service (VIS) has advised the public to be vigilant and avoid boarding rickety vehicles in the light of the growing number of such vehicles operating on Lagos roads and the risks they pose to the safety of commuters and other road users. This warning follows the recent apprehension of several dilapidated vehicles across different parts of the metropolis by VIS operatives. Director of the Lagos State Vehicle Inspection Service, Akan George Fashola, described them as poorly maintained, with outdated parts and lacking essential safety features, essentially ticking time bombs on Lagos roads. He emphasized that rickety vehicles have been linked to numerous accidents in the state, often resulting in loss of lives, injuries, and property damage. Fashola also encouraged members of the public to report any sightings or experiences with rickety vehicles via the VIS complaint platforms at info@dvis.lg.gov.ng or through the Ministry of Transportation hotlines 0902 0004 000 and 0902 0009 000. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, has implored motorists to always observe stipulated speed limits and prioritize regular vehicular maintenance, particularly of braking systems, to avert avoidable disasters on the roads. General Manager of LASMA, Olalekan Bakarioki, stated this while reacting to a vehicular accident at Iyanojibu, which killed a pedestrian and left 2 individuals severely injured. Bakarioki said preliminary findings indicate that the commercial bus, reportedly traveling at an excessive speed, experienced a catastrophic brake failure, causing the driver to lose control and forcefully collided with unsuspecting bystanders. He noted that the accidented vehicle has since been transferred to the police by LASMA personnel for a comprehensive investigation. Bakarioki conveyed his profound condolences to the bereaved's family and extended heartfelt wishes for the swift recovery of the injured parties. The Lagos State Primary Healthcare Board has launched a 6-day big catch-up immunization campaign across 5 local government areas, LGAs. They are Lagos Island, Lagos Mainland, Amuodofin, Mushin, and Koshofe. Speaking at a stakeholders meeting in Ikeja, Director of Health Education and Health Promotion, Lagos State Ministry of Health, Grace Onfor, said the campaign targets children who missed routine vaccinations or did not complete their doses. She noted that the drive is based on data showing high numbers of zero-dose children in the selected LGAs. Also speaking, President of the Medical Women's Association of Nigeria, Lagos State Branch, Fumi Ige, emphasized the importance of the ongoing HPV vaccination. She explained that HPV is a leading cause of cervical cancer in women and urged parents to ensure their girls aged 9 to 14 are vaccinated at primary health centers. Meanwhile, the government announced that a statewide oral polio vaccine campaign will begin on May 3 as part of continued efforts to boost immunity in children. And now to the rest of the stories. In a major boost to Nigeria's digital economy, the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, and the federal government have signed a $30 million grant agreement to establish startup hubs in Abuja. Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, signed the agreement on behalf of Nigeria, while chief representatives of GICA Nigeria office, Yuzurio Susumu, signed on behalf of the Japanese government. Bagudu said the project marks a significant milestone in Nigeria-Japan bilateral relations, while reflecting the shared vision for innovation-driven economic growth and youth empowerment. According to the agreement, Japanese suppliers will be prioritized for primary contracts, though products and services may also be sourced locally. The project comprises two key components. The first is the development of a cutting-edge smart startup hub valued at 9.9 million naira to be implemented by the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA. The second component, worth $21 million, is the project for the development of a supporting environment for social startups in Nigeria, which will be executed by the Nigeria Sovereign Investment Authority, NSIA. Implementation of the project begins in April 2025 and will run through December 2030. The Joint Admissions and Matriculations Board, JAM, has released the results of the 2025 mock Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination conducted on Thursday, April 10. JAM, in a statement by its spokesperson, Fabian Benjamin, notes that candidates can check their results by sending mock result via SMS to either 55019 or 66019 using the phone number they registered with for the examination. According to the board, the mock UTME is optional and aims to test its yearly innovations while also giving candidates an opportunity to experience the computer-based test environment ahead of the main examination. JAM urges candidates to continue supporting its efforts, adding that the mock exam remains a key part of its strategy to enhance the UTME process and better prepare candidates. And now to foreign news. The Sudanese Paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, RSF, has carried out a two-day attack on famine-hit camps for displaced people in the Darfur region that killed more than 100 people, including 20 children and 9 aid workers. United Nations Resident and Humanitarian Coordinator in Sudan, Clementine Nkweta Salami, said the RSF and allied militia launched an offensive on the Zamzam and Abu Shuruk camps and the nearby city of El Fasher, the provincial capital of North Darfur province. Nkweta Salami said the camps were attacked on Friday and again on Saturday, where 9 aid workers were killed while operating one of the very few remaining health posts in Zamzam camp. She emphasized that this represents yet another deadly and unacceptable escalation in a series of brutal attacks on displaced people and aid workers in Sudan since the onset of this conflict nearly 2 years ago. Zamzam and Abu Shuk is a shelter with more than 700,000 people who have been forced to flee their homes across Darfur during past bouts of fighting in the region. And now sports. The Confederation of African Football, CAF, is set to conduct a new draw for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. The draw ceremony will hold today at CAF's headquarters in Cairo, Egypt. CAF took the decision following a shift in tournament hosting duties from Cote d'Ivoire to Egypt. Cote d'Ivoire announced its withdrawal as hosts on 25th of March, just weeks before the competition's scheduled kickoff date. Egypt swiftly stepped in to host the biannual competition, which will see 13 teams split into 3 pools: Group A with 5 teams and Groups B and C with 4. The 2 top nations in each pool advanced to the quarterfinals, along with the 2 best third-placed sides. Hosts Egypt will be in position A1 in the draw. Nigeria, who finished third at the tournament 2 years ago, in B1, and holders Senegal in C1. The competition will run from Saturday, 27th of April to Sunday, 18th of May. And that's all for the news at noon. Always obey road signs and traffic lights. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. On X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 500 unemployed youths in soft skills and job interview program? You can get more details on the Lagos State government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Vehicle Inspection Service, VIS, has advised the public to be vigilant and avoid boarding rickety vehicles in the light of the growing number of such vehicles operating on Lagos roads and the risks they pose to the safety of commuters and other road users. In a major boost to Nigeria's digital economy, the Japan International Cooperation Agency (JICA) and the federal government have signed a $30 million grant agreement to establish startup hubs in Abuja. We also told you that the Sudanese Paramilitary Rapid Support Forces (RSF) have carried out a 2-day attack on famine-hit camps for displaced people in the Darfur region that killed more than 100 people, including 20 children and 9 aid workers. And in sports, the Confederation of African Football (CAF) is set to conduct a new draw for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. The draw ceremony will hold today at CAF's headquarters in Cairo, Egypt. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oluborku. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good afternoon.